Good morning and welcome to Urban Update. I'm Alberto Vasallo. Now, we have a tremendous, very varied show. We have a few surprises along the way, but I'm going to start off with our friends from the Jewish Alliance for Law and Social Action, also known as Jalsa. Now, they are a Boston-based social justice organization devoted to the defense of civil rights, the preservation of constitutional liberties, and the passionate pursuit of justice for all people. Now, for the past 14 years, they've hosted a special celebration, bringing together a diverse range of people from across the city as they honor this year 5 distinguished Bostonians. To tell us more about their mission and also about this year's honorees, we now welcome to Urban Update Cindy Rowe. She is the Deputy Director of Jalsa, and Sheila Dillon. She's the Chief of Housing and Director of Neighborhood Development for the City of Boston. Welcome to Urban Update.
Thank you.
I'm excited because I got invited to this event. Great. One of our close friends, her name I think is Colette Phillips, you know what I'm talking about? Invited us all to this event, so I'm looking forward to it. But before we get to that, give me a little overview of the Jewish Alliance for Law and Social Action, better known as Jalsa. Not salsa, Jalsa.
Although we do have a lot of fun.
Yes.
But what we do is we pursue social, economic, and environmental justice and protect civil rights and constitutional liberties. So that means we engage our members, we engage the community in fighting for the things that we need to protect, and even more so as we enter this new time right now.
Yep, I was just going to say that this is probably a real important moment for organizations such as yours, right? With everything going on social media and the political world. I mean, it seems like now more than ever, the services and your mission is needed.
Absolutely. We have a whole toolbox of the way we operate. We have people who do advocacy, people who educate the public, people who pursue litigation, people who build coalitions, people who use the tools of community organizing, all to pursue our mission of social justice.
Good. And now I know you have an event coming up, and we're lucky because we have one of the honorees, one of the distinguished Bostonians, and thank you for coming by.
My pleasure.
I know you've got a busy day, but before we get into it, what does the Chief of Housing for the City of Boston do?
Well, it's a busy job, and I'm honored to serve in that capacity. So Mayor Walsh asked me to serve, and shortly after he was elected, he put together a very aggressive housing plan, because we know that housing is a very big issue in the city of Boston. And so my job is to make sure that that housing plan that we put forward is being implemented, and we have to grow our housing. We have to grow the amount of affordable housing. We have to make sure that tenants that are here are protected. So all of those things and more.
Yeah, but earlier this week, Mayor Walsh did his State of the City.
Yes, he did.
And he spoke a lot about housing and homelessness, which is right up your alley,
Sure.
right? How do these issues fit into the vision he has?
Well, it was a great speech, and in his speech he said 2 things that really resonated with me. One, we want to be a welcoming city to folks that are, that are coming to Boston. We want to be a safe city, a welcoming city. So we need to make sure that there's housing for them when they arrive. But at the same time, as our population grows, we need to make sure that long-term residents don't get pushed out. So we need to create a lot more of affordable housing and work with our seniors, work with our families to make sure they either have affordable rental housing or can buy a home and put down roots. So I think his speech said we want to be welcoming, but we also want to make sure that people are safe.
And now I want to get back to the event because we just talked about one of the honorees, but there are other honorees. I want you to tell me more about those as well. So let's give some proper credit to some of the other honorees. Do you know them off the top of your head?
Oh, I could not forget this group.
Okay, go right ahead. We have it on screen just to remind you.
So Colette Phillips, who is a leader in our city, our state in diversity, racial inclusion. She is a visionary, and we're so pleased to be able to honor her. In addition to Sheila, we're focusing our work on affordable housing this year. Joseph Kreisberg and Thaddean Brown, who were the leaders of the campaign to get the Community Preservation Act passed for our city, which will allow us to spend $20 million a year on affordable housing, recreational facilities, historic preservation. Could not be a more wonderful opportunity to invest in our city. And of course, Professor Charles Ogletree, who has been a hero of ours for years, has inspired generations of people in the area of civil rights.
And that's an impressive group, and I know we had a while ago the website where you can get tickets and so forth. But as an RE, how's your work intersected with Jalsa? I'm kind of curious about that.
Jalsa's a great organization, and they, like they mentioned, they worked hand in hand on the passing of CPA, and that's going to be just a great new resource. In addition to that, I think Jalsa has been a great voice for the city of Boston because they've been saying for a long time now that we need to develop affordable housing and multifamily housing regionally. Boston can't be the solution to our housing woes. We need a regional solution. So they have historically supported 40B and other cities and towns stepping up. And they've done a lot of work on tenant rights. And we've got a lot of our best ideas from Jalsa.
Well, I have a feeling you're going to be a very popular guest here on Urban Update in 2017.
Great.
So, and I wish you luck. Congratulations
Thank you.
on winning the award.
Thank you.
I'll probably see you there.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for coming by, and good luck with the event.
Thank you.
Awesome. All right. When we come back, we'll have more information right here on Urban Update. We might even have a surprise guest. Don't go away. Stay right here. We'll be right back on Urban Update.